Welcome back, everybody, to Dungeons and Dpshts. We are officially on our. Oh, I have myself.
Good session. Can you hear yourself on the stream?
Yeah.
I did that last time.
Yeah, oh god.
All of us.
Just mute the tab, everyone.
We're still doing
It
this.
still
You
counts
just
your
mute
view.
the stream.
Yeah, that's what.
No, if you mute the stream itself, it doesn't count your view.
Oh.
Really?
If you mute the tab, though, it does.
If
Oh,
I'm
well.
a mod, I feel like it should.
Logistics.
Yeah, no,
logistics.
never mind. I have it open, and I don't have it muted, but I have my volume turned all the way down on it. Yeah. On the specific
Okay.
tab.
We are officially in our vampire arc for this campaign. In saying that, I would just like to give a early trigger warning for anybody who doesn't like any content regarding blood and stuff like that, because that will be involved. So just warning out there. Also, just friendly reminder, not all of our content is child friendly. So yeah, we make jokes about butts and boobs and sex and stuff. So if you're
yeah, we do.
not old enough to be
That's with
watching
blood.
that off the stream. Oh, please no. Please no.
Damn, that's fucking crazy, you absolute whore.
Anyway, I would like to welcome in all of our players today. We have Garrett, who is above me on camera, but below me on Twitch stream. Somewhere, yeah. We have Garrett, or bullywugs. Yeah, he is our rogue physicist. We have our guest star right here, Alistair Ashbuff. Still don't know what class
Buff?
they're playing. Well, Ashbluff, sorry.
There you go. You missed the L.
After last session, might as well be Ash Buff.
Playing.
The way you just fucked up my memory.
True. And then we have Katheter as well, enjoying their pasta.
Butter noodles.
Butter.
Mmm.
So good. It's actually such a. Anyway, Kat, are we ready to get into tonight's session?
Fuck yeah.
Here we go. So last we left off, our duo was on the way to Hillhome, following some information from your frog friend, Bryle.
No, wasn't it Abigail?
It was Abigail.
It was
No,
Abigail.
It was Bryle that.
I told
No,
Abigail
no.
to run on down to get us if anything happened to the.
Abigail came and saved us.
Beforehand, when you were on your way.
All right,
to...
beforehand.
Yes.
Hmm?
This was recap from last session.
Oh.
Early session. You guys were on your way to Hillhome, with some information that your little frog friend Bryle was telling you about when his little frog buddy was starting to act weird. On your way there, you stumbled upon the town of Duskbar. You noticed a big line outside with masquerade people waiting out there, prepping for something. You were then approached by a devilishly handsome fellow, while kind of off in the woods a little bit talking to each other. Who agreed to let both of you guys in, along with your new acquired friend, Fuck. I forgot a name.
I love Buck.
Yep.
Wilson, can you
So
stop?
he agreed to let all three of you guys come into the party without having to go through general admission. Once you guys arrived, you got in scot-free. Absolutely amazing time. You enjoyed all of the delicacies, all the foods and snacks and drinks that they had laid out for you. After a day of partying and experiencing the exquisite things that this chateau had to offer, Alistair came up to you and offered you to meet the lady of the house, Miss Lady Savira. As you guys met up with her, talked to her a bit, she realized that you were from a different world, which immediately caught her attention. Asking one of you guys to dance, Broomifer accepted, and out on the dance floor, as she leaned in for a kiss, bit the neck of our rogue. After that, a bit in a chaotic feeling, not knowing where to go, Alistair rushed you off to the room, seeming to try and calm you down for a second, then modifying your memory to remember a kiss.
Bitch number 2.
I'm still
Just a
salty
simple
about it,
kiss.
by the way.
During this time, we had Katie outside, sitting on the steps, not really feeling the party vibe.
Pondering life.
Pondering existence.
Literally.
When she notices Abigail was trying to get in, the guards were stopping her. After a very, very good intimidation check, scaring the guards off and letting her come in, you gather that something had happened to the frogs, and immediately found Broom and started making your way down there with Alistair in tow. And that is where we left off.
And Fuck was left behind because Broom
Fuck.
wouldn't let me go get Fuck.
Fuck was left behind, throwing up in trash cans and having the time of his life.
You think someone who, clearly someone came up and killed all of the frogs, and something's bad happening. Do we want someone who's sick and throwing up be a burden in our party at the moment? When we might go into
them.
When we might go into a fight.
But we can't just ditch them. That's mean. But we did because
we'll find them later. I made you.
I'm imagining you guys are saying this as you're running towards the. You guys are making your way past these big shops that are closed down. Everything here is like very closed. Everyone's at the party. Everyone that wants to be there is there. Everyone that couldn't make it in is still outside. So getting to this inn is more difficult than you would think because you're pushing past crowds of people that are still trying to enjoy the experience without being there. It's almost like sitting outside Coachella having like a tailgate party or something.
Oh no. Oh god.
But there's flocks of these people and they're still just crowding around the outside, so you just kind of dart around. Can I actually get an acrobatics check from all of my players here? Just to see how
Understood.
definitely you can dip and dodge through the crowd.
18. I have +0 on that.
Good
acrobatics.
roll. Yes.
I need to open
13.
my phone.
13. This is just a quick
acrobatics. 18. Actually.
18. Cool. Yeah, that's relatively average from all of you guys.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, really good. So yeah, you guys make it through this crowd pretty easily. You guys are in a rush. Following Abigail at first is kind of hard because she kind of darts her way through, but once you kind of get down to her level and start running through, it was a bit harder. It was a bit harder for Garrett to call, but he also used that to his advantage to kind of keep track of the flowing pink hair coming. Yeah, you guys like start to approach, and as you get closer to the inn, you see like a crowd is kind of gathered around it with like guards telling people to get back and stand away.
Motherfucker.
Can I, at this time, kind of pat Broom on the shoulder? Friend, if I may, you may need this, and I'll hand him a knife. If I can find I will be handing him, it is a jet black knife with kind of a wing motif near the pommel, which has...
So my third melee weapon.
Yes, a knife. And there is a amethyst inlaid in the, what is it called? It's not the pommel.
The hilt?
The hilt, yeah.
The hilt?
Yes, the hilt.
You notice immediately that it's
pommel
a very
hilt
fine
blade.
craft.
It's a very, very lovely crafted blade.
Which one should I add into my
you can...
inventory?
For right now, just add a +1 dagger, because as of right now you haven't cast Identify on it or anything, so exactly.
+1 dagger.
You can feel a bit of magic coming from it.
+1 dagger. That's much better than the dagger I had before, which was a not +1 dagger.
There we go. Upgrades, people, upgrades.
I'm gonna unequip my dagger,
and
I'm...
it goes through magical resistance. Non-magical resistance, piercing damage. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. So if they're resistant to piercing damage, it goes through that.
Yeah.
Which is amazing for a rogue. Holy shit.
Yeah, because there are some creatures that'll be resistant.
Is that just a dagger feature, or...?
No, that's just a feature for that.
No, that's just magical weapons.
Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Oh,
there
yeah.
are creatures that will be
yeah, I guess so,
resistant to non-magical piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage. So, since the dagger is magical, it gets through that.
Is Katie doing anything at this moment while the dagger is being handed?
I'm trying to get in the inn.
So as you kind of approach, you see there's like kind of barricades sectioned off, and people are kind of gathered around, and you see the guards. Like, you approach one of the guards.
Sure. Fuck it. We ball.
I'm going to try to sneak around to the side and try to find an alternate entrance into the
Stealth check from you. If you're trying to find an alternate thing, perception check as well. I'll ask for those in just a second. So Katie, when you approach, he stands there with his like spear, and he's talking to another woman. He's like, "Get back! No. We don't know what's going on yet. We need to figure this out. We're working the best we can. We have detectives in there. We're trying to figure out what's going on." And he's talking to another woman.
DM, I rolled a 14 on my stealth check.
14 on the stealth check. Okay, good to know. And then perception check as well.
Are there people still inside there?
He kind of looks at you. As of right now, the people that are inside have been quarantined to the rooms. We're not letting anybody out right now. Well, not quarantined. They've been imprisoned in a way.
Okay, well, how did this little girl get out? She was in there, and her sister and her father are still in there.
Someone grab her.
No, I'm
Immediately,
gonna grab her.
two other guards come from the side and start
I'm
trying to...
grabbing her and like bear hugging her.
I'd like to approach this situation and like kind of taking out my amulet and showing it to the guards. They're with me, please. Let us through.
Right away.
I'm running in the door.
And he immediately stands back and
I just run past.
She is not tactful. Okay.
I heard that.
Cool, yeah, so you approach. You notice that your wagon is parked like directly next to the side, and you see like about 3 or 4 like different guards and people. You see like one guy like in a full like almost looks like a priest's outfit, standing there as well, kind of gathered around this wagon.
Abigail, are they in the wagon or are they in the inn?
She just kind of covers her eyes and just points to the wagon.
What? The wagon? Okay. I'm gonna run up to the wagon.
Cool. So yeah, as you guys approach, is everyone else following?
No, I'm still going around to the side.
Okay. With you said a 13 stealth?
I rolled a 14 on stealth, and I rolled a 4 on my perception check.
Okay, yeah. You don't notice anything. There's no other like hidden entrances or something. You can kind of like you're kind of behind a building in a way, and you see like the wagon distance.
Can I smack the wall with the scimitar in my hand?
What the fuck?
That the equipped scimitar I have on my back.
If you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Cool, you smack the wall with a scimitar and nothing happens. The scimitar's a little bit wobbly.
Okay. my thought process is like, oh, is this a softball?
What?
Rainbow Six.
It just yeah, does a little thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so
I like doing that noise.
Katie, as you kind of approach the wagon, are you trying to like look in and like see what's going on, or are you gonna try and like talk to the people outside of it?
I'm gonna look in the wagon.
So as you kind of peer over, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Without even anything, what'd you roll?
Nat 20.
Wait.
Look in the
First
back.
20 of the session.
And immediately are repulsed by the amount of dead frogs that are in.
Okay. Is that all that's in there? Only the frogs?
Yes. It's the frogs are all in there. It seems like they were with a natural 20, it seems like that's where they were staying. They weren't allowed in the inn, they were staying in the wagon. All of them are dead.
I'm gonna turn away from the wagon.
You look in there. One of them is wearing clothes.
What the?
You recognize Bryle among the bodies.
Is he the one wearing clothes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bryle's the only one of them that wears clothes and
I'm going to walk back over to where Katie is.
Cool.
I'm gonna turn away from the wagon and walk straight through the doors of that inn.
Cool.
Wait, hold on, DM. The frogs are in the wagon, dead.
Yes.
Okay. I
At this time, also, like, the people that were kind of around it kind of walked off as well.
Okay. Can I investigate their bodies? Can I look around and figure out how they died? Even though I'm going to be fucking disgusted by this and not really want to do
Just
this, but I'm
from
curious.
like, just from looking like over their bodies without even rolling, I do want to roll as well, investigation. But without even that, you can tell there's a lot of stab wounds, a lot of slash marks. Like this was murder. It wasn't like they're very bloody, they're very cut up. A lot of. What did you roll?
18.
An 18.
I have +7 on my investigation, so.
Damn.
I mean, with an 18, you see Bryle's body is kind of buried under his brother's. With an 18, you start to smell tomato.
What the fuck?
Hey, Katie!
What?
Why does it smell like tomato over here?
I don't know. I want to find Blake and Bella.
Okay, you do you.
Cool. So we'll cut from this really quick.
Tomato.
Katie, when you approach the door, immediately you try and open the door to the inn, and it's locked. Like there's like
Hey,
a
guards!
bar in front of it.
Can you open the door, please?
No, we've been given strict orders not to do anything with the. And then they
Hey,
glance over at Alistair.
we're with this guy. He's got the amulet. Can please? I want to find our friends. It's important. There's a child in there.
And they just kind of glance over at Alistair, like what, like with a look of like.
Open the door.
Thank you.
He kind of sighs, walks over begrudgingly, and unlocks the door. And then he turns to Alistair and says, "Should we give them free reign?"
Free reign of what?
Take them to the ones they're searching for. That's it.
Free reign of what?
Okay.
Free reign of what?
Do you not understand what free reign means? He's asking if he wants to let you loose inside the place.
Why can't I be loose in the place?
Do you not understand there's a fucking murder going on and you could potentially destroy
Perhaps they can't be
evidence?
trusted, I say as I'm walking over to Katie.
We don't know you.
Okay, but
there's potential for destroying evidence.
I'm not gonna
There's
destroy
potential for-
anything.
Yeah, you know that. We don't.
Well, you know
We're
that because I
doing
just
our
told you.
jobs. Oh my god, you are impossible. Just wherever the man and child are. Only way you're allowed to go.
Is Granny in there too?
Can I get a perception check from everyone here?
Perception?
Oh my fucking god, nat one.
Hey, it balances out.
I got a 12.
Perception. 15.
15. None of you see this.
Oh great.
Cool.
On a side note,
Yes.
I think rolling a perception check when the DM asks, and then they're like, and the DM's like, "Oh yeah, you don't see anything," is
something
the
happened.
most,
You
the
don't
most
know what it
annoying and also the most terrifying thing to happen ever in a campaign. It's like, well, what the fuck is right there?
You know what's the most terrifying thing in a campaign?
Hearing
I'm rolling random dice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Your DM roll 5d12s. Well, fuck.
Cool. So this guard kind of makes his way, just very like
Actually, no,
you can
he's
tell
20
he's very like
right.
uncomfortable. You can kind of see his like spear shaking in his hand almost a little bit.
Are you nervous?
I've been working here for 3 days. I didn't expect to
Oh,
be on a murder scene.
Well, that sucks.
And you can see he can't, like, he's just doing what he's told. He's just walking up these stairs. And yeah, he leads you to on the second floor, like kind of down at the hallway, the two doors, and he goes over and unlocks the first one, unlocks the second one. He says the older lady's in here with the girl, and then the gentleman's in here resting.
Thank you. I'm going in the room with Bella.
You walk in there and you see Griselda is sitting there with a book open on her lap that looks like it has a bunch of like herbal stuff in it. And she's sitting there reading it to Bella, going over different plants. And they look up and see you immediately. And my dear, where have you been? What,
We've been at the ball. It's long
Abigail!
story.
Abigail runs in. You made it down the window, okay? And you see Abigail and Bella are kind of sitting there like what looks like something hanging out the window on the side, like a rope or something, with the window kind of lifted
Oh,
up.
that's how Abigail got out. Okay.
Yeah. And then Griselda walks up to you. Do you know what happened in the wagon?
I saw it. I don't know what the fuck went down though.
Lots
Did
of
you guys
dead
hear or see
bodies.
anything?
The guards started acting weird and started telling people to go to their rooms. And
Do you think
Abigail,
the guards did it?
I don't know. Abigail got worried about the frogs because it was mainly Bella, but she went down.
Okay, new
Not Abigail.
theory. I have a theory. The guards murdered them because they were too ugly to be in town.
I don't know. It's cool. They were like children. They didn't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we should leave.
Perception check from everyone once again.
Oh, lovely. 6.
19.
19.
24.
24. Did you say 24?
24.
Okay, with a 19, you smell tomatoes again.
Damn it.
But not like tomatoes like French fries? No.
I swear, they got burned by
Ketchup.
Tomato
Ketchup.
Town.
That is
Fortnite.
what it smells like.
Ketchup?
It smells like ketchup. Yeah, something smells like ketchup. Like just get this constant
Like
waft of like ketchup.
tomato mixed with vinegar?
Kale, you see the two green eyes peeking out from like the top of the window. Looking at us. Two little green frog eyes.
It's the cunt.
Two little green frog eyes?
Yeah. Just looking in from the window to your side. Garrett, you smell ketchup.
I don't recognize them.
You would assume it's one of the frogs.
Katheter.
Yes.
I gesture to the window. 2-finger point.
No! And you see him dart back up.
Wait, up? Is he like looking down?
He's like
from the roof?
From like the top, yeah, like basically from like.
I'm gonna run over there, stick my head out the window, and look at the roof.
Oh,
Do I recognize this frog?
it's Bryle.
Bryle? I'm grabbing him and pulling him into the room.
You yank him into the room, covering your own shirt in ketchup as well.
Are they not actually dead?
He has cut marks all over his body with ketchup draped all over it. He's like,
You're not. What
just
the hell did you
immediately starts
do?
I knew
bawling.
it.
Immediately starts bawling.
So none of you are actually dead.
Oh, they killed him. They killed all of them.
Who?
I don't know. They stuck up on us.
But why is there ketchup everywhere?
Well, they started killing everyone else, and I was sitting there eating my hot dogs, and then I had ketchup, and I got scared, and I didn't want to get stabbed, so I just covered myself in ketchup and laid down.
Did you put your clothes on the different dead frog?
No, that was me in there. I was just buried. They buried me and my brother.
Oh.
And you can see he's like very shaken up.
I knew something was off. I knew
I'm
you
gonna
weren't
pat him with the
dead.
head. It's
Alistair.
okay,
When I looked you into
Bryle.
the
It's
eyes.
okay.
He like wraps his arms around like you and just hug.
I'm gonna be trying not to throw up at the slime.
Alistair's like hands up, disgusted, like backing out of the room.
And I'm like
You
driving,
handle
gagging.
this. And I'm gonna leave the room.
Okay.
Broom, can you go get Blake and bring him in here?
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab Blake.
You walk in there. He's asleep on this like cot bed thing they have in there. And you rise him, and he, oh,
Does he snore?
you're back. Yes. Um,
Sorry, I just had to know.
but yeah, you rise him, and he kind of gets up and walks over in there, and you notice he still has a bit of a limp from the injuries he from the tournament building collapsing. But he's looking a bit better. Makes props himself up. Do you know at all what's going on?
Yeah, so something came through here and unleashed a killing spree, killed all the frogs, except for the only quote, important one, Bryle, who was able to fake his death smart enough by hiding himself and burying himself in ketchup. But I digress. Something's going on, and also I really don't know what's going on because I have brain fog, and I'm just like, I feel something's off about everything, and I can't put my finger on it. So yeah, and I got you up to speed.
So we still have no what's going on.
Cutting out a bit. Feel like
We
we're-
still have no idea what's going on with the frogs then.
No, they're dead. I looked over their bodies, and all have been stabbed multiple times. They are dead.
And you kind of looks at the door, and you see that person that was in that like priest's outfit beforehand is standing in the doorway, and he says, may I have a moment? We gotta speak with one of them. If you guys have any questions for him.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not in there. Do I hear this?
Yeah. You guys are all in the same room now.
Oh, we are?
He
Yeah,
brought.
when
Is Bryle still hugging me?
Yes.
Yeah, when
I
I
I'm gonna turn him
I was
mouth to
telling.
Help me.
Bryle kind of looks
Just
up at you.
mouthing.
It just starts crying harder.
It's okay. I'm gonna grab Bryle and have him
I'm-
hug me instead, and I'm gonna
Okay.
Katie and be like, "I got you. I got you."
Cool. He leads you back down to the wagon,
Wiping the
and
slime off.
you say they have one of the frogs like laid out on the
So
floor.
you're wiping the slime off as you're like coming out of the room,
Yeah, I'm like walking down the stairs to go talk to the frog.
and as you're doing that, as you're like walking,
I'm gonna
past me,
fling it at
still
you.
covered in- Well, first off, I am immediately like reaction prestidigitation that off to the side so that it slaps the wall instead.
Oops.
Well, I was going to offer to do that for you, but clearly you love it, so have fun.
I am
Cool.
one with the frog.
And you guys make your way out, and yeah, they have one of the frogs kind of laid out on the floor, and the priest guy walks up and he says, okay, we can ask it 3 questions. If one of you guys wants to go first.
I think the obvious question is, what killed you?
Immediately when you ask that question, you see like this breath come into this frog's chest, and you go, ribbit.
Ew.
Fuck. Bryle, you're gonna have to
Bryle.
ask the questions.
Bryle probably understood that already.
Bryle, what do you say?
You just made a frog noise. I mean,
Excuse me?
we don't really like talk. We just make noises.
Do you know what that noise meant?
It meant ribbit.
So can we only ask yes or no questions?
No. He was capable of speech before, right?
We never talked to him. We only talked
You
to
would know
Bryle.
that.
Bryle just shakes his head.
Well, shit. Okay, what if we
Yeah,
do
so
one
let's
ribbit
cast
for
Speak
yes
with Dead
and
with
2
something that
ribbits
can't
for
speak.
no?
I don't. Bryle. He was not really very smart. None of them were. They were
Could
kind of freshly hatched. I kind of.
could he handle
What a
1
problem.
ribbit for yes and 2 ribbits for no?
I don't think that he knows his right from left or yes from no's.
So this is completely useless and a waste of our time.
He doesn't understand common.
Can
What
you
does he
speak?
understand?
You know frog?
I mean, if we just make noises at each other, it's kind of what
Well,
frogs
can you make any noises that would then get his noises to mean something to us?
No, not really.
Okay.
So this is just an absolute waste of time.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's
hey,
okay.
hey.
No!
It's okay.
And he
Oh
just
my
buries his face back
God.
in Barrett's pelvis.
Pelvis?
Yeah, because
He's
that's
like
probably where his
dying.
height. Yeah, that's probably where his height is on me.
He could be like piggybacked on you
Yeah.
or something.
That's fine.
He's
He's on my cloak. I can wipe that off with the mimic cloak. I can just have it remove all the slime as I please. So he's on my cloak.
the priest looks at you. He's like, "Well, if I mean, I'll let you guys have them then. They were your friends." And he kind of walks off with the guard a little bit. Alistair, what are we doing at this moment?
At this moment, as Broom and Catheter are having their moment with the frogs, first off, I would like to cast Message to Broom as a my whispering voice in your head just says, "Good puppy for keeping my dagger." Then, with the power of the wren, the dagger that I kept, I will be teleporting to the nightingale, the dagger I gave to Broom. Sleight of handing the dagger out of his hand, if you'd like me to roll for that.
Oppose sleight of hand checks, please.
My sleight of hand's good. I'm a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
20!
Nat 20 for a total of
25.
25. Damn, that's crazy. 31.
Nat 20 would win though, right?
I will call the nat 20 a win here. He keeps the dagger in his hand.
He keeps the dagger in his hand.
Yes.
So I'll just be grabbing his hand and forcing that into Catheter's back.
What? You just fucking stabbed me, you cunt!
This is sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So roll to hit.
I don't know
Would
if
you
I
like
wanted
me to roll to hit first?
You're gonna
Yeah.
kill me! What the hell?
So to hit, that's 25.
Just a 25
Yeah,
hit.
I have an armor class of 10. I can't have armor. I'm not proficient in anything. I'm gonna fucking die.
No, it's a dagger. 1d4.
You can roll your
Plus.
damage.
1d4
1d4
plus 1.
my sneak attack.
Plus your sneak attack plus 1, it's the plus 1 dagger.
No, plus 2 because I'm using both of them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When the wren and the nightingale are paired, you get plus 2 instead of plus 1.
What the
Cool, so
fuck?
now I know what daggers they are.
Yes. 3 plus 2, 5. 11, 16. 19 sneak attack damage plus 6.
What?
I'm
piercing
dead. I'm
damage.
literally dead.
Welcome to death saving
He
throws.
falls unconscious.
Okay, wait. 19 plus 6?
As this chaos is
25.
going on,
25 total.
Garrett, you look around and you notice a few different figures stepping out from the shadows, all wearing the same cloaks that Danny is currently wearing.
Danny?
Danny?
Sorry.
You get the treatment now. I haven't had that happen to
Sorry,
me.
you're
Yeah,
referring
you
to
almost
the
did
wrong
last-
campaign.
You almost
sir.
did last session. He almost
My
called
bad.
you Olivia.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You notice there's a few figures stepping out from the shadows.
I think you'll
Yeah.
need this. good sir. I'll take off my amulet, drape that around Broom's neck while he's taking in the surroundings.
And I need everybody here to roll initiative.
I'm dead.
Yes, I still need you in initiative order, though, for death saving throws.
Please don't
8.
actually die here.
If I actually die, you're gonna have to find a way to bring me back. Shit.
Trust me, I
We're
will.
playing ourselves. What am I gonna be, a brile?
11.
11.
19.
Okay, wait. 1 second. We have... okay, who's highest? 19?
Not me.
19.
I'm 8.
Okay.
At least you do your death saving throw very
We
late
have
into the
Broom
initiative.
at what?
11.
We
don't have
have
anything, do
Katie
we?
at 8.
I'm the one who can heal.
You can heal.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, she has mage initiate cleric.
Acolyte background?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Custom, I think.
First up in initiative is Alistair. You are first up to act.
Lovely.
Evil bitch. What the hell?
How have you not figured this out yet? So first, gentlemen, take care of the pretty one. I have one last delivery to make. I'll say as I pick up Katheter.
Excuse me?
Whoa, whoa,
also-
whoa, whoa, what are you doing?
I would also like to have my dagger back, so I will be trying to wrench that from Broom's grasp once more.
Post sleight of hand checks one more time.
Natural 20.
11.
He pulls the dagger away. And Katie along with him.
Well, this has been fun. Ta-ta, darlings. I have Katheter thrown over my shoulder, twirling dagger in my other hand. As I, first off, leave Garrett's melee range, if you'd like to take an attack of opportunity.
I will take an opportunity attack with my other dagger. Does a 17 hit?
It does, actually.
Okay.
Just barely.
I do 5 damage.
5 damage? You know what? I'm gonna uncanny dodge that just for the fuck of it.
Uncanny. So much
I'm
shit's
gonna
happening with Alistair, I cannot
reduce-
figure out what class he is.
I'm gonna reduce that by half, rounding down, so I take 2 points of damage instead.
You see, as you kind of swing your blade, you know it's a surefire hit, and you swing and you kind of catch a cloak, even though you were sure a second ago his body was there, and it just kind of nicks him. You see a little bit of a trickle of blood that seems a little less than it should be.
God.
Cool, cool. Anything else you want to do in initiative? Are you just using all of your movement to get as far away from this fight as you can?
Yeah, no, oh, he is, never mind him.
Because my action... Yeah. Bonus
Stop.
action dash.
Cool. Yeah, you get pretty
Cunning
fucking
action
far.
dash.
Mhm.
And yeah. I will just hold Katheter, twirling my dagger, cackling off into the night.
So you know how dead people piss and shit when they die? Am I pissing and shitting on
No,
this
you're
guy?
not,
You're
because you're
not.
dead saving throw. No,
You're
because
unconscious.
you're not dead. In dead saving throws, you're unconscious. So basically you're just knocked out unconscious, being carried away.
Cool. Next up in initiative is Broom. You see,
Can my
there
unconscious
are
self piss on him?
3 other vampires currently like approaching you about 10 feet away.
Give me a second. Vampires are wearing cloaks, right?
Yes, they all have cloaks on.
What time of day is it?
Like very early morning.
Sun's out?
Sun is just at this point kind of cresting over the over like the top of the inn, so it's like kind of casting a shadow on where you guys are at.
Okay. I'm going to take my phone, not actually use it, and I'm going to take my colorblind glasses that I have, and I'm going to angle it. They have a slight magnification to it, and I'm going to try to tilt the light to reflect, because I'm a physicist, I can pull this shit off, to reflect and hit one of the vampires.
Give me an Arcana check. Or actually, an Intelligence check. This would be Intelligence.
Well, Arcana is still intelligence.
Yeah.
10.
10.
Technically speaking, it could be a history check to recall lessons.
If you wanted to add your history to that instead, you
Okay, then that'd be
could
12.
12.
Proficiency bonus matters.
You with a 12, I don't think that you get the like glint that you're hoping for. You kind of sit there for a little bit, just kind of angling it, and you can't really get it quite right. You still have a bonus action.
I imagine you're like, come on, fuck, shit. Anyway, sorry.
How far am I away from one of the vampires?
They're about 10 feet from you.
I'm gonna move forward and hit one of the scimitar.
Okay. Wait, a bonus action? Yeah. You have a bonus action attack? A level 2?
I was not doing that a bonus action. I guess that's my action, whatever. Whatever you want me to do with that. You want me to have using my phone to glint at them as an action or a bonus action?
Pull out your phone and a pair of glasses in 6 seconds and try and do it, and then I will allow it as a bonus action.
What?
I'll give you a few seconds to trying to get a good angle. I feel like that would be an action.
That's fair. Okay, then my bonus action...
Oh, if only you were a thief rogue where you could do that as a bonus action via the rules.
True. Oh yeah, because it's a item interaction.
Item
Or-
interaction as a bonus action.
Cool. Next up on the initiative is
But-
Katie.
Still with your bonus action, Broom.
My bonus action, I do have cunning action.
You
'cause I'm
do
a
have
rogue.
cunning action at this level.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
do
can
it
take
You
a
can
in-
dodge.
disengage or hide.
I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, I'd say there's like I mean, you're kind of in a decently crowded area. There's like a couple barrels off to your side that you could run behind. Give me a stealth
Couple
check.
barrels. He could hide underneath the cart.
Yeah, that's true.
7.
Do what Bryle did, hide in the dead bodies.
I rolled a
Okay.
7.
Cool. Katie, it is your turn. We have a player here who has never experienced death saving throws. So for them and all of our viewers, how this is going to work is they are going to roll a d20. Anything above a 10 is 10 and above is a success. A 9 or below is a failure. If you roll a natural 1, that is 2 death saves. If you roll a natural 20, you immediately come back up with 1 HP.
Yippee, yippee.
If you succeed 3 death saving throws, you are stable.
Mhm.
If
You pop back up
fail-
with 1 HP.
Yeah, you probably have 1
Uh,
HP. No, you're just stable.
No, you don't.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
down. You're down.
Stable and you.
Yeah, you're
you
still at
don't
0
have
HP,
to.
but you're just stuck there. You won't
Yeah.
have to roll death saving throws anymore. Unless you get hit again by someone on the ground or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
If you fail 3 death saving throws, you're dead.
So if someone decides to just smack me while I'm unconscious, it says that
It's an
That
automatic.
also counts as a.
if anybody smacks me, I'm
Yes.
gonna scream.
If they do, then it counts as a failed death saving throw, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
And how
I'm
many
gonna
how much
scream.
damage they do.
So Katie,
It
as
says
you're
if it's a crit, it's
unconscious,
2. If it's just a normal like hit, then it's
when you're
RD,
downed,
which
it's
is
an
1.
instant crit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What? Wait, but this says if you take any damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving throw failure. If the damage is from a critical hit, you suffer 2 failures instead.
If you're down, if you're like prone, and that gives advantage. But if you're incapacitated, it is automatically a crit.
So
from a
what the hell
melee-
is the point of it
from
saying
a melee attack?
Yeah, melee attack. So
Ranged attacks still have to roll, and because you're prone, they have disadvantage. Actually,
Oh.
there you go.
So as your lifeless body is flapping in the wind, being carried by Alistair, your vision is filled with inky blackness, and you see a raven fly by, and you see a knife go into your back, and you see Alistair's grin, and you see this raven fly by, and you see Alistair moving with this raven and teleporting from here and to and fro and to and fro, and I need that death saving throw from you, please.
Not 20! Not
You rolled
20!
A natural
Not
20?
Not 20!
Yeah, they did. Yeah, not 20.
You push these thoughts aside. Your vision
Suck my dick!
you start to see the light of day again, and you see the sun kind of cresting over the hill, peeking through the trees as you're zooming by at speeds you couldn't even imagine being carried by a person going this fast. And you wake up and you take a breath in, and your body is bouncing on the back of Alistair right now.
Oh,
Can I
lovely,
voluntarily
lovely. I can't wait
piss
to
on
be
him
free.
now?
That will be your action, but yes.
I thought you didn't get an action when you
Do
You
you?
only,
succeed.
you only get a bonus action when you're back up.
Some DMs rule it different.
Well,
Mm.
that's
Depends.
rules is written that you get a bonus action, but it's up to you.
Rules as written, you only get bonus action in like half of your movement, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll say in this moment, like, yeah, actually, like, just waking up, you probably have a bonus action right now. So if you want to use that to piss, you could.
I feel like you need to be pissed on because that was such an asshole move.
Roll for piss to see how much. You're gonna be able to produce some, but if it's like a natural 1, you won't.
Okay. 12!
12. Pretty decent amount of piss. Yeah, it gets like soaks all the way down,
Piss
probably
on.
about to like lower back, almost into ass crack territory. You
Get
feel this light
pissed
trickle
on.
as you're sprinting through towards the chateau. Next up in initiative is the other vampires. So they're gonna go and immediately they just saw this guy attack and don't know where he went. They're going to make a perception check. 12. They spot you. That was gonna be their action to make the perception check. They are all currently surrounding the bottom of the wagon. Fangs bared at you. Next up in initiative is Alistair.
oh, just be a fucking doll and go back to sleep. I am going to attack Kath again.
Disadvantage
Disappointed.
because I'm in a weird spot?
Advantage because
You
I
had
have you
somebody
grappled.
right here, and you were punching them.
No!
This would be
Bruh.
well, you're running. I'll say with you like running, trying to keep speed and stuff while holding her. We'll say it's what's it called? Just neutral, no advantage.
Alright. Makes no difference to me either way.
I'm gonna chop your hand off the second I get a chance.
Well, that's crazy, because I got a natural 20, actually.
Roll your damage.
I don't think I need to.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's
Katie, you
non-lethal
go
damage.
unconscious again. Just immediately bonked in the head, and you are out like a light. Were you trying to do? So you said non-lethal, right? So
I
you're
said
no longer
non-lethal.
in death saving throws. But you are currently unconscious and out of this fight. Cool. I'm removing you from initiative.
Alistair
will
is very
cut-
Wait.
quiet. Apologies.
Wait, I thought you needed my initiative for the death saving throws.
No,
You're
you
no
have-
longer in death saving throws. You're just unconscious because he went non.
Oh, wait, so am I at 0 damage?
You're at
You're
0
at
HP.
0 health.
Okay. Okay.
Currently unconscious.
Apologies if Alistair is quiet.
Cool, and I'm assuming you're using the rest of your movement and bonus actions to get...
Yeah, full bonus action, full movement, dash.
Cool.
I would have been able to go faster. No, I won't use my bonus action for dash. I'm actually going to use my bonus action to cast Prestidigitation to start cleaning myself as I go.
Cool. Yeah, you're kind of just, you slow down your pace a little bit. You kind of just start getting off all the specks of blood and all that shit. Next up in initiative is Broom, and I'm going to ask for a insight check.
Okay. Four.
A 4. The vampires around you are scary. They have their fangs bared at you. They look like they're ready to strike. What's your move?
Get the fuck out of here. I'm
Cool.
going to action
I
dash.
will
and
say-
then bonus action dash.
I
And,
will say, if you don't disengage, all 5 of them will get attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm gonna cunning action disengage and then action dash.
And then full dash, try and catch up.
Just get the fuck out.
Cool. I will say, as you start running, you kind of like turn around and you see like all the vampires they kind of just stand up and just kind of chuckle a little bit and start walking off. We're gonna remove initiative as of right now. Everyone is currently making haste to the chateau. Upon
Yeah, I'm sprinting there, cackling through the night, so Broom can absolutely see where I'm going.
Oh yeah, there's a trail you follow. As you get to the building, Alistair, with Katie on your back, you approach the gates. Broom is far enough away from you at this point where you don't really need to rush. You can kind of take your time, mosey up the walkway, and
Hey, DM, I want to do something real quick, and I'm going
Yes.
to deafen Alistair and Katheter, because I'm going to be saying something to myself out loud, but I want you to hear it. Is that okay?
I'm just gonna go to the bathroom really quick.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm still going to
That
deafen you.
works.
Katie, I swear. Wait, Katie, I swear to hear on the stream. I'm gonna whisper to myself, and be like, "Fuck, Katie's dead. They're gone." And I'm gonna like choke a little bit, up a little bit, and be like, "And I never got the chance to tell them that I love them."
You say this as the sun starts peaking higher and higher. You feel it hitting the back of your neck. A slight twinge of pain. And the need to get to shade.
Oh, you're gonna tell you they're indifferent.
Alistair, as you walk in, you're immediately greeted, walking down the stairs, the beautiful Lady Savira, with the biggest grin on her face. You've done so well. I'm so proud of you.
As always, my lady.
Please, 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 come sit, come sit. She kind of leads you over to this little sitting area that's kind of down below the stairs, and kind of just leave Katie's body leaning against the wall. Oh, great. Okay. We have everything we need. Just one last thing. Where is that devilishly handsome boy?
He's on his way here, as we speak.
As you say that, the front doors slam open, and we see Garrett walking in. They both just stop and look at you. You look at Lady Savira, and she has a smile on her face like she has just won first place prize, and I don't know, the Olympics or whatever they give first place prizes. You are going to make an exquisite addition to my collection. Oh, we are going to have so much fun.
I'm just gonna sit there and stare.
I
I'm gonna
hope you
listen.
have a lovely time in your new life. I
You
like kind
see-
of start to untie
My new life.
cloak.
My new life. My new life.
Well,
What the
you're
fuck
mine.
are you talking about?
You're mine now, dear. You're mine. You see, I don't want to be greedy, but I do love beautiful people. I normally try and keep my good staff to about 10, and Alistair here has served me well for, what has it been now? How long have you been with me?
Approximately a millennia, I'd say.
Quite a while. But I really think that it's him who should be thanking. I mean, you are his replacement.
My life is pledged to the stars. My life is pledged to my work, not to serve you. And I'm gonna
You
reach for my
don't
dagger and
really-
I'm gonna hold it up my throat. I will end this right here and right now. I will end my life right now as long as I don't have to fucking serve you.
Oh dear! And she flicks her finger and the dagger flies out of your hand.
I'm gonna grab my scimitar and I'm gonna hold it up my throat. Try me,
When you reach
bitch.
for your scimitar, your body freezes. Like your muscles tense up, you can't move. Darling, darling, you don't understand. Soon you will. I have full control. Now we can make this easy, and you can do as I say, and become a member of our family. Until you can find a replacement. But let's be honest, dear, nobody's replacing someone exquisite.
You got a bit.
Nobody is replacing somebody as exquisite as you. But if you find somebody, then I will let you go. But until then, you are mine. Now, you listen to me, or she dies. You see as she points her finger out, and you see this necrotic black magic sort of emanating from the tip of her finger, pointing it at Kate. Now, we can let her go. We can erase her memory of you. She won't remember a thing. And she can go off and be free and live her life. And you will be here with me. Or we can do it the hard way, and I can keep her in our dungeons, and every time you make one mistake, she loses a finger. Alistair, we must end this. I want to rip off the band-aid, please. All of your equipment for
Of
the
course.
newcomer.
I have already, like, taken off my cloak, like, neatly folded it.
Okay.
I've taken my ring of invisibility off, placed it in the center of that. And
The
now
amulet.
the amulet is already on him.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I will take out the songbirds, looking at them.
Oh, no, 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 no. Those were a gift. That have a debt that's still yet to be paid. will be seeing
Oh, fantastic. I really wanted to hear you say that.
On your way, dear.
I love these things. I'll toss one of my daggers out the window.
Okay.
Cackling, laughing, in excitement, twisted, dark excitement as I teleport to my dagger and then just. Oh god! Ah, the sun!
Oh, heavens. And I thought he was the good help. Oh dear. Anyways, She snaps her fingers, and Katie, you now have 1 hit point.
Oh, it burns.
Boys, and you see she looks up the stairs, and 2 of the vampires that were at
Oh,
the
my
wagon a
legs.
minute ago walk back down the stairs.
Can't feel
And
my legs.
I think we're gonna have to take her to the dungeons.
Do I know what's happening?
Kind of, but you're very
My legs are
groggy.
gone.
When you wake up, you feel like you can't really move on your own.
Oh, it burns.
And yeah, they walk up and grab Katie's arms and start walking her.
I'll just let the pain in.
As the screaming continues from the distance,
Oh, there go my arms.
we are going to take our halfway point break.
Ah.
A huge thank you to our guest that both of our players probably are not too fond of right now. You played an amazing part in the Dungeon Master schemes.
I actually went down to the floor and laid down just now.
I appreciate that so much.
I also turned down the gain on my mic immensely.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, we're gonna take our halfway point break here. Homie was just dying.
Well, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm a vampire that went into the sun.
Yes. So as death does take our guest here, your character has died officially. You have failed all of your death saving throws. You are a pile of ash. And yeah, we're gonna take our little halfway point in here, get a couple drinks in us, do whatever we need to do, and we will be back on stream momentarily. So, see y'all in a bit.